welcome to this random video that I really wanted to make. Not a Thankful Thursday, and I know I'm not posting this on a Thursday, but I really wanted to make a 50 facts about me video. I know this tag is like super old. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers' old videos, and I decided that I wanted to do it, and coming up with 50 facts was kind of difficult, so here we go. My hair is naturally curly. If you think I want it to be frizzy and ridiculous all the time, you are seriously wrong. I am Irish, Scottish, German, Czechoslovakian, Italian, Canadian, French, and I'm potentially Spanish. I have some people looking into that on Ancestry. I can trace my family back to Ireland in only 6 generations. I have at least 35 Pinterest boards. I really dislike cows and seagulls. A baby cow or calf once headbutted me when I was 4 and gave me a nosebleed. A seagull stole my sandwich when I was like 7 on a summer camp field trip at the beach, and then it pooped on me. So they're basically just rats with wings. I have never broken a bone. I think I was a very careful child when I played, so like I never did anything too crazy, or if I did do something crazy, I like landed the right way. Never played sports either, so that's probably another reason. I have never left the country because I'm way too poor for that. I've only gotten gel or like fake nails once, and that was on the day of my graduation, and they were very thick and I couldn't like grab anything, and it was very annoying. They said they did it short, but they really didn't. Like there was a good see how long my nails are? It was a little longer than that, and they were squared off. So when I would grab stuff, it felt really weird. And then the next day when I went to work, I actually got them caught on a metal shelf, and it like bent my nail back a little bit, and it hurt really badly, and I kept scratching like all in here with like my thumbnails. So I got them taken off that night. So like I literally had gel nails for like 36 hours. I want to get the Deathly Hollow symbol tattooed on my arm right here. I am saving up money for that, and I've wanted this for a few years now. I just want to pay bills and more important things before doing something that big to myself, and I want to super duper 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 make sure that this is actually what I want as my first tattoo. I'm like 99% sure. My first real Christmas tree was 8 feet tall. Hiya, handsome. I really love making lists. I know I've said this in a couple videos before, but there's something really satisfying about scratching off something that you've accomplished that day. I have daily lists, weekly lists, monthly goals, and now I have yearly goals. When I was younger, I really wanted to marry Wolverine, and that was even before Hugh Jackman played him. Like, I'm talking about 2D Wolverine, like X-Men from 1992. Wolverine. He was always my favorite character, and I wanted to marry him, and Jean Grey is the worst character because she didn't even get to be with him, and Cyclops is dumb. I also really wanted to marry Aladdin. I just really had a thing for cartoons, I guess, when I was younger. I wanted to marry Hercules from the TV show Kevin Sorbo. I have been to both Disneyland and Disney World. I went to Disney World when I was 4 with my grandparents and my aunt. Here's a picture of that. And I have been to Disneyland with my dad, my stepmom at the time, and a friend of hers daughter. Like, I have yet to be to the Harry Potter world at Universal, or the one in New London, or the one in London. I have read the entire Harry Potter series probably about 10 times. My favorite one to reread, and my favorite one of all time, is Goblet of Fire. 2 more wizarding schools you get to learn about. One of them is basically just hot, angry men, and the other one is like really pretty and badass, like French girls. Like, yes, I like that. And the fact that there was a dance, like teenage Amber was all about it. Adult Amber is still all about it. I love it. And you get to like see like relationships forming. My least favorite Harry Potter book is Order of the Phoenix. Could not get over angsty Harry, and I understand why he's angsty, and I understand why he's depressed. I've got it explained to me. I completely understand it. I just can't read books of angsty teenage boys. And Umbridge is really just, she was a terrible character because she was a terrible person. J.K. Rowling did such a great writing of her that it made me really hate reading more about her, so I think that's why I can't reread it. And every time I do reread it, I have to stop at a certain point when they're at the ministry, because we know the sad things happen, and I can't reread that again. I have never owned a Pokemon Game Boy game. I do, however, have Pokemon Go, and last night I actually caught a Charmander at my house, and I caught one this morning at my house, but last night I got to evolve a Charmander into Charmeleon, and I'm just so happy. Charmander was my starter Pokemon, and I really want to get Charizard. I play Magic the Gathering. I'm not good at it. I really don't know that much about it. I like the art on the cards, and certain decks I know how to play that I've played for like a year or two, and that's only with my boyfriend. Or fiance. Don't tell my fiance about my boyfriend. I only play with him and our close group of friends that play. I've never played in a tournament setting, and I don't plan to because I'm that bad and the rules are still a mystery to me. I have gotten to hold an owl on my arm, and that was even before I really liked owls. I have gotten to pet a baby kangaroo. Not like a super baby, but like a small kangaroo. It wasn't a wallaby, it was a kangaroo. And I got to pet a fennel fox and a lynx / bobcat, whatever you want to call it. Here are pictures of said things. Books and movies and TV shows make me cry a lot. I find myself connecting to the characters like super easily. So like whenever there's like a death or like a breakup, any of those like, oh my god, girls cry at this, I do cry at that. No shame. Shame. Lots of shame. I started listening to Eminem when I was probably about 8 or 9, and I still listen to him. I absolutely love his songs. Rap God is so good. Some of his songs are just so silly and outrageous, and I think that's why I love them, and I love singing them in my car. And I know they're very sexist and very terrible, and I still really like listening to them. I know I've said this in a video before, but I just love this fact. I have been kissed on the cheek by the lead singer of All That Remains, Philabonte. I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I really should. I went to the Boston Museum of Science when they were touring some of the Harry Potter props before any of the parks were open, and I got separated from my family, and a little girl saw me and said, "Mommy, Mommy, is she a Weasley?" Life was made at that point. I hope to write a series of books one day and get them published. I probably have roughly 10 chapters written of a book. I have never contoured my face. I do not own any contouring makeup. The most makeup I own, I think, are eyeshadows. Like, I've never contoured my face. I'm not opposed to contouring. I like my face the way it is. I'm not opposed to other people contouring. If somebody wanted to contour my face, they are more than welcome to, but I just don't have the equipment. I have dyed my hair 3 times. One time was to do a red. I really wanted it like Weasley red, but the hairstylist salon person I went to didn't want that. He went with a darker color, and it was like almost black. I dyed it blonde. I liked it for a week, and then I got tired of it. But then the whole ombre thing came into being cool, so like when my roots started growing out, everybody was like, "Oh my god, it looks so great." Yeah, purpose. Totally on purpose. And to get it back from blonde to my normal hair color, we ended up dyeing it like Little Mermaid red, and that stayed for like a couple of weeks, and then it went back to normal, I think. Don't have a picture of that, surprisingly. I wish I did. I looked really cute, I think. I have written Harry Potter fan fiction. It was mostly about Draco and Hermione. This is before the last book came out, I think. And I think I have one story about Lily and James, and they're kind of bad, but they exist, and sometimes I get notifications. And no, I'm not putting any of the links down below. I have 3 piercings in each ear. I have one up here, and one here, and one there. I never want to get my belly button pierced. It just makes me uncomfortable to think about myself having my belly button pierced. Other people can have it, fine. I don't like it. I don't like things in my belly button. I don't like them near my belly button. I had to get my appendectomy, and I have a scar on my belly button, and when I was healing, it just was so uncomfortable because like you have to like clean it and stuff, and there was so much gunk in my belly. It was gross. I just don't like it. I have 3 journals that I am currently using. Another New Year's resolution. I have one that I'm writing my monthly goals in, one that I'm writing things that have made me smile each day, and one that I'm just like bulleting the things that I've done each day so I can look back and go, oh yeah, that was me, I did that. I have been at my adult job for 1 year on January 11th. I love doing paperwork and I love cleaning, which is probably why I really like my job, and my coworkers are super nice. The only thing of cleaning I don't like to do is I don't like doing laundry, but I love folding it and putting away. I had never been to a Marshall's on my own. My mom had probably brought me when I was like super little, up until September of 2016. My favorite stores as of this year are TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Book Barn for books, obviously, Forever 21 for jewelry. This is where I got this, and probably where I know I got these at Forever 21, but I don't know about these. They just exist in my room. I'm kind of really obsessed with folklore. I have probably 20 books on folklore. One of them is from the Czech Republic. A bunch of them are from like England / just like all around the world, so they're like a fairy tale book. I do have Grimm's fairy tales, but it's not just fairy tales, like it's actual folklore. I have a Connecticut folklore book. I actually research local folklore. It's just, I really like it. My favorite candy is Reese's. The normal ones, the giant ones, and like not the super minis, but like the minis. Super minis are just, there's too much chocolate and not enough peanut butter, and there needs to be a balance, a good ratio of peanut butter and chocolate for it to be perfect. I can almost never have my nails longer than this. I am really bad at video games, like super bad. The only way that you would want to play video games with me is if you want to laugh at how bad I am. Or just have fun. I absolutely love snow. Right now, it is snowing outside, and I am loving it. My yard looks really pretty. I love the smell of snow. I love playing in the snow. I love snow. People told me it was going to snow the other day, and I freaked out. I've never been to an actual spa for a spa day. I've only had them done at home. I've bought other people's certificates to go. Not that I'm asking for one, but like I've never been. My favorite colors are Kelly green and bright purples. I participated in 3 5Ks. I'm not saying I ran 3 5Ks because I didn't run all of the 5K. First one was Foam Fest, which is like an obstacle course, and there's foam, and there was like a mud crawl. It was with my fiance's family, and I was the slowest one, and they were really nice about like half running it and half walking it and being slow for me. I also did one called Color in Motion 5K, and they threw like color powdered sandy things at you, and here's a picture of me. Beautiful. Third one I did was called the Flashback 5K, and it starts on that day in November where the clocks get flashbacked to an hour, like daylight savings. It seems like you're like, oh, I ran like a 12-minute 5K, when in actuality you really did run an hour and 12 minutes. But because of the time difference, it makes you sound like a really good runner. Feeling really bad about yourself, you should run one of those. It's really fun. I would rather use my jacket pockets than a purse. I've only been to Sephora once, and I don't think I bought anything from there. If I could have any superpower in the world, I would want teleporting, because then I would be saving the environment, because my carbon footprint would be like this. I wouldn't have to deal with traffic or road rage. And I wouldn't be late to things, and if I forgot something at home, I could poof back and forth. It would just be so easy. And I could travel more, and it would cost me less money. I have a really weird fear of drowning. I still swim. I still go in the ocean and rivers and lakes. In movies, especially Titanic, the parts where people get stuck in rooms and the water starts coming up, it makes me so uncomfortable and so anxious. When I first watched Titanic my freshman year with my girl best friend, because I have a guy best friend, but my girl best friend, oh, I was so uncomfortable. I didn't like it. And in the Phantom of the Opera, when Raoul is stuck and like the grate's coming down and he's in the water, ooh, I can't. Even in cartoons when I was younger, I remember feeling like this, but I never really understood why. I thought I was just feeling bad for the character. But no, those scenes make me really uncomfortable. And that's it for the 50 things about me. This is probably the longest video I've ever made, and I am sorry that it is so long, and thank you for all of you that stuck through the end. And also remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your cat, share with your dog, share with your friends. When you do share with your friends on social media sites, please remember to tag me in them. My links are down below. I hope you guys have a really good week. And if you're in my neck of southeastern Connecticut, I hope you guys really enjoy the snow. I hope people aren't driving like idiots. Bye!